Welcome to a down and dirty for connectors. What else did we want to cover today? We had connectors and docking and unloading, departure, conveyor networks, sorter blocks. I'm not that great at it, but I've got it all to work. But there's sadly nobody's done one of these that I can find, and I've watched a lot of YouTube, waiting on a refinery to finish. All right. Well, first thing, I'm in survival mode. Unfortunately, I did not think to do this in creative mode. Creative mode is where I learned how to use the controls, and then I got out here and tried to sink or swim. Right now, we're next to a connector. This is the docking pad. I'm under gravity right now, or no, I am. I think. Am I? Nope, I was. All right. We're on top of my airtight station. That is where my ship comes in. The yellow is you're almost there. The green is where my landing gear or center of my ship should be about. And I'm missing a big chunk of it, but there's a reason. Pirates love to sneak up and blow my base to hell. Now it's got guns and missiles, so I ain't got to worry about that too much. But a few of the people on Steam Workshop had posed questions in the discussions, and I decided to go ahead and do this. By the way, the red is you're an idiot if you come over here. So let's turn the jetpack back on and take a quick look. Connector is white. This is the station connector. It sits on top of a container, and that container sits on top of a conveyor block, which sits on top of a pipe leading right down into the original setup. And talking about the conveyor system, mine is double redundant in many places. It allows if one section is destroyed or damaged, most of my guns and everything can still get supplies from another way. So unless it's a catastrophic attack, which I haven't had time to armor everything. And we're just looking around the station real quick, but everything is fed. Don't know why I have that missile launcher. That thing is about worthless. That is an airlock. Now this whole block right here is heavy armor. Because when these guns and everything shoot, apparently the gravity, I don't know if it's gravity that attracts it, but debris comes in at a very high rate of speed and tears all manner of stuff up. And I got killed by a reactor standing right over there trying to get some materials out. Alright, I make a little bit of use of welders. I still haven't figured out how to use this radar yet. If anybody knows how to use that mod, I'd appreciate it in the comments sometime. Alright, talking about the redundancy and everything, when you get near it and check your piping out, your conveyor system out, if it's green, that means it's connected to at least another block or module somewhere. If you was to cut one of these open, I'm going to do it real quick, then whatever's on the other side of that and utilizes it. Now this is my welder assembly. Nothing else is double redundant on it because it's not considered critical at this point. Alright, but that's a full row of welders, and they're all connected by that one junction, which is fed to right here, which is a conveyor block where a lot of pipes go in and out. You feeds the ammo over to the little the 23 millimeter. I love that gun. I wish I had it on the back of my ship. My ship's awful small. There is another pipe going through the wall right here. That is also a small conveyor connector on the other side. Conveyor junction, since it goes in all directions, and you can create an airtight seal. All right. Now it goes inside of my building back to where everything was original, but I've added a lot of stuff. Then I got one that comes over here, and it's feeding an outside medical bay because I have a tendency to needing air because I'm trying to use my inventory. All right, but it works and it's functional. This is Big Yellow. It started out as my first mining ship and has gone through many repairs, iterations, and everything else. And it loves conveyor blocks. And these are the new azimuth drills. I've added a bunch of them to see how they're going to work. So this may end up being a mess, but Hey, I'm giving it an idea. This ship is not asymmetrical. I built it and was not. I wasn't drunk, but might as well say I was. Now the platform is set up. We have gravity here, and it is going in this direction. The big yellow here, which is no longer big yellow, is currently on the ground. I don't think I docked him, did I? He's not yellow, is he? Oh well, I ain't worried about it. He's got the inertial stabilizers on. He's not going anywhere. All right. Turn my gravity back up. All right, this is Big Yellow, and Big Yellow has sorters. This entire head of this ship is all of these drills. All of them feed back, and they come in at 2 points out of my ship. And that's those two pipes where I'm pointing to right now with the drill. And this is what I call my decision block. This is where I make the decision as to what I want to go into my big cargo containers back here. And this sorter right here is set to blacklist stone. Now, when you install sorters, you really shouldn't install a bunch of them at one time. You should install it. You could make your sorter, go inside, find it, and rename it as to what it is. If you don't, and you've got a lot of sorters, you're going to end up with an ugly mess, and you're going to end up with a big old turd hanging in right here. All right. Now, like I said, decision block. It allows ore to go right down that tube. The other side is identical. Now, right here, this one. Now, obviously, the direction is important. You must have your direction going to where you want this. You want your ore to come out of that pipe, go get right here, and not even wait, and haul butt down into your cargo containers. Right here, though, when the stone gets here, you want it to turn, and it does. If you've got this set to whitelist stone, blacklist stone on that one, whitelist stone on this one. Make sure your plumbing is good. Okay, mine is exposed in a lot of places, and I do take a lot of damage on it, but most of the time it's easy to repair once the battle's over. Now, this one here, there's a pipe. I call it my sewer pipe because it's crap I don't want, and it runs all the way to the tail of the ship to two more small conveyor blocks. Now, they are attached to two ejectors. So any stone that comes into the mining head is diverted, runs down the two sewer pipes to the two ejectors back here. All right, looking at the rear of my ship, I'm going to turn some light on because it didn't really show up. And if anybody's wondering, those are thrusters, and those are the azimuth thrusters. I love these things. They're 1x1s, and ship does pretty good with them. Now, my ship was not built asymmetrical. I don't know how in the world I did it, but I am not in creative mode, so it don't look as pretty as some of you guys' creative mode ships. All right, that's another sewer pipe, but it runs down all the way to the rear to two more ejectors. Now, here is my docking connector. This is where I hope I turned them. I did, or I'd be dead right now. So I hope I turned them welders off. But this is the docking connector, and it is red right now. You can't see it because I have heavy armor plate all along this right here to protect it and to protect me. I have destroyed many connectors in the last 8 days. All right, obviously my drills. I got the big main drills, and I've got the azimuth drills, and all of these do connect. They do connect, and they all come down in here. Now this is all heavy armor behind it, and I didn't finish that up, but I ain't gonna worry about it because I was wanting to do this tutorial. All right, down and dirty. That's the down and dirty part. We covered the your network. As long as those lights are green all the way down to wherever you want to store or build stuff, you're good to go. As long as you got power. I tried to do this video a while ago, and somehow or another I ran out of my manager, Tim Taladin's inventory manager. I must have set something wrong, and it took the fuel right out of my reactor, and I couldn't make nothing work. So after a little while of troubleshooting, I finally got it. I built this one here, over here on the side. This is going to be my new mining machine. Nothing on this ship is without. Its entire thing is built out of heavy armor. The entire ship, obviously cockpits and things like that. But where I can put heavy armor, it is. And when I get to the point where I no longer need that one, I'm going to tear it down. Now, this is a ship that I built, and it's using light armor, but it's not really a ship. It's just a demo. It does function. It will fly, but you don't want me to ram it in that asteroid right there with it because it'll probably come all to pieces. My mining drills right here. They're hooked up, and I turn them in different directions so people can see. Those are connection ports. They'll connect to a small conveyor, or they will connect to a small conveyor tube. As long as everything is connected to a port and it makes its way. So here's the good part. We're going to go into sorters and we're going to cover them real quick. I'm trying to make this short if I can. Now, anything that comes into your miners, into your mining drills, comes over here. The yellow tube represents all of your input. Okay? This is what I was telling you a while ago. I call this the decision block. It is the small conveyor. It allows you to send the stuff wherever you want to in all directions. So, comes here, decision time. Okay, I want all ore to travel down this tube into those two large containers. Any stone, when it arrives here, I want it to go down the sewage pipe, which goes all the way to the tail back here. Now, when you set up your conveyors, like I said, build them one at a time, get inside your ship and rename them right away and write them down on a notepad. Get your notepad, set them next to you. If you use more than one of these, you're going to need some organization because you really can't do it on the fly. This one is set only, you don't have to do anything on it. Blacklist. All you have to remember is blacklist stone or whatever you don't want in there in your setting. Come right over here. Remember, decision time. Now you want your stone to go this way. Make sure that you go into it and set it as whitelist stone. All right? It will come all the way down and it will run all the way back. Run back to these two conveyor blocks to your injectors. You'll have to reset your injectors to collect all and throw out. They're the easiest part. Now, speaking of conveyor system, this is simple, incredibly simple. You could have it complex. When you build your containers here, it's good to put them the big hole to the big hole. I don't know if I can see. Yeah, I didn't do it on this one, but just for the sake of simplicity, if you've got the big hole and the big hole kissing right here in the middle, there's like a big conduit, just like a big conveyor system. They share their inventory. But this is my ship connector. You don't have to set it up. Now, I don't know anything about scripting yet, but I have come up with a usable and viable alternative, and it works. So, what we're going to do first off is we're going to come up here. The quickest way to do most of the stuff, if you've got everything welded and got power to your ship, let's do this real quick. All right, fell off the edge. We're going to come over here, and I'm going to change out. This is the big cargo container, but it is attached to our ship. We can come up here and find our way to the control panel. All right. Now, notice that one right there at the top. That's a group that I put together. That is called the ejector group. But to look at that in depth, I'm going to do it like this. We're going to do a search right up here. Click in that block, and then type in EJ for ejector. Now, you have ejector. I've done a couple of rebuilds on this. So, ejectors and ejectors. Main thing is go to group them together, so and name it whatever you want, whatever's easy for you to remember. I call mine ejector group. Okay, on this little ship. Now we're going to come down here and we're going to look at this. There's not much to do it. The one thing I do recommend is do not show anything on the HUD unless you think you have a problem. Then click on individually, not the whole group. Find out what the problem is and tear it down, rebuild it, whatever you have to do. But for these to function properly, you need collect all turned on and throw out turned on. So that took care of that. Now let's go back to our drills up here. All right, we're going to make another group. This is going to be our two drills. Now, we're going to type in drill, D-R-I-L-L. There, okay. Drill and drill 2. All right, we type that. We're going to make a group. This could be any number of them. You can click on number 1 and go all the way down here to drill number 50, which I'm probably going to show you in a minute on the other ship because I just added those drills. All right, so we've got all of our drills together right here. We're going to call it a block group. Come over here, name it. Double drill, D-O-U-B-L-E, D-R-I-L-L. There we go. Now, do not, did I put B? I guess I did. I got to fix that. I'm sorry. D. O. Double drill. All right, click here. Now, I did a while ago. I made one and I made a big mistake. I forgot to save it. Save it. Now, this is going to appear when we clean this out in the control panel. There's double drill and ejector group. Okay. All right, we're done. Now, let's go back here. We don't, like I said, we don't have to do anything specific with this, but we need to get into cockpit and set the groups up. All right. So, oops, apologies. I'm typing with a keyboard on my lap. All right. I did something stupid. I keep moving my keyboard. There we go. Now we're in the ship. And just for simplicity, we're going to jump into fighter cockpit and take a quick look around. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Now we're going to go to our G menu, our control bar. Now, we've got all this stuff here. Let's go to our groups, which is the easiest one to do right now. All right, we have our drills. I'm going to clean this bar out real quick, guys. Just remove from toolbar. Remove from toolbar. This way it'll be easier on everybody. All right, now we're going to start like a fresh day. We have our two groups. We have our drills. All you have to do is pull it down here, and it's going to ask you what do you want to do with them. Toggle block on and off. When you turn that on, when you click this, both drills will come on. If you have 100 drills and you click it, it's going to, if you got the power to pull them, it's going to come on. Now, our ejector group, we don't have to do anything with that at all. We've turned it on. You leave it on. There's no, unless if you're that low on power, then you probably needed to mine some uranium and refined it. All right, we're going to go up here to all blocks. We're going to come over to the search, and what we're looking for is our connectors, our docking ring. All right, there it hides. Now you're going to need to put down. In my case, now I know that there's probably a way to, it's got to be a way to script this. I don't know how to do it yet, so don't get mad at me. Oh, I know how to do that. Well, tell me, please. Thank you. Get off my case. All right. Connector, number one. Drag it down here, and the connector, we want to look at it real quick. And the main thing we want to do with it is toggle the block on or off. There we go. So, number 6, remember that, or write it on a little cheat card or whatever you're going to do. But when time for you to dock, that's the one you use. Now, we want to drag 2 more. Now, we're going to put these out of the way so we don't accidentally hit them. This one right here is we're going to come up, and it has an option. All right? It's called throw out on or off. Now, we want to click on that. That is going to throw everything in that ring out of the ship, preferably into our station. All right, we have a connector right here. We're going to drag another one down right here. Now, before you click that last one there, we have set number 9. You want to turn these on. You want to have that. It is your connector, collect all on or off. So once you're docked to a station and fat, happy, and sassy, got a nice green light, and you're set up, push this one here first, then press this one right here. In moments, your inventory should be cleared. Now, the docking ring on the station will not function if it doesn't have enough power. So, dummy me, we found that out the hard way. All right, we're going to recap real quick. Let's get out of the ship. So you're set up. You have the ability right there on number 1, to turn your mining drills on and off. Matter of fact, let's see if I think we have power to do that since we're in it. We press number 1, and both drills are going there running. We'll hop out. We'll go to the other mode and take a look. Alt. There we go. I might do this. I'm going to back it up a little bit. This might not be the best thing in the world to do with a ship with no armor. It may just explode on me, but hey, it'll be fun to watch, won't it? All right. We're going to release the parking brake. We're going to thrust up. Whoa! Don't hit my new ship. All right, and then we're not worried about mining any ore, but I want to show you what happens if it's done right. That gun back there is tracking, but I ain't got nothing to shoot in it. I ain't got no ammo in it. Oh, that's the part of the other demo. All right, we're digging in. There goes our turds right there. That stuff we do not want. But if it was mining ore, which let's go get a little bite of ore and stone at the same time. All right, this ship has just minimal thrusters on it, and it has no reinforcing at whatsoever. I mean, all it is tubes. All right, well, let's go grab. Oh, that was not good. I'm gonna end up breaking my drills off, which won't be the first time. I just replaced 4 drills on the head of that ship. All right, let's go back to the fighter cockpit so it's a little easier to see. We're going to try to ease in on here and grab us a little bitty bite of ore, of that ice right there. And maybe let's see if we can go right there. I know there's iron on the other side of that, but we don't want to do it too. Like I said, I have nothing out there to protect the ship at all. All right, we should be able to get some rock. Oh, oops. All right, there's the rock coming out. We're going to ease up a little bit. We should be getting a little ice. Like I said, this thing ain't even technically a ship. Well, it is a ship, but let's put it like this. This is about as fragile as the Apollo landers. It's basically tinfoil, but it is going at it. Let's go to our inventory, and we are getting ice. That's the only thing we're getting right now because that's the only thing that's around here, ice and rock. So just to do this right quick, we're going to back up. Ooh, don't do that. I hit that thing too hard. I'll be walking home, as they say. All right, now let's go over here. Now, you see it? Okay, there should be a little bit of iron right there. Let's see if we can go grab us a bite of that, just without tearing that little critter up. All right, let's see if we got iron. Oh, we ain't got to it yet, apparently. I think I said that was iron. No, that's rock. Maybe it's just a shadow. I'm probably seeing iron from somewhere else. Okay, there we go. All right, ooh, there's some iron and some ice. This thing don't have lights on it, so I can't really see very well. Now, we should be mining both. Iron. There we go. Iron and ice. See, both of them are going up. But like I said, this thing isn't made. It wasn't made except for a demo model, but it's working. And oops. And since we aren't getting any rock, we're okay. All right. Now we're going to pretend we got fully loaded. Now I don't know how this has worked. I don't know if I can access that docking ring. We're going to try it. Yeah, we may be able to do it. Let's go over here. This one's going to be very slow, but we'll go back up here. Ooh, get back on where you're supposed to be at. And yes, like I said, I am not in creative mode. I'm being attacked ever so often. All right, let's see here. All right, you see I think we covered that a while ago. And by the way, while I'm moving the ship around, any of you folks know how to automate the turning and operation of the advanced rotor system? I would appreciate some pointers on how to do that. I mean, I've got them up, and I've got it set so my solar panels can maneuver, and I got it so that my so that the mast, at the top of the mast, there's a rotor up there as well. All right, here we go. We're coming up to my rooftop. I don't know if we can do this, but we are going to try. All right, get my camera zoomed in a little bit more. Take a look, see where we're at. Let me turn them drills off. Press number 1 again. All right, docking procedure. We're going to rotate the ship. Whoa, get my camera in a different position. There we go. All right, now we need to, well, I need to do something else. Oop, wrong way. There. All right, hit Z now, and hit my Alt. Now, see if we can Me and I'm used to my other ship, so bear with me, okay? Because my docking port is on my port side, so like I said, you have to please forgive me on that. All right, let's see. We're going to ease thrust forward. Now you can see my docking ring is over there to the hard right and up a little bit, sitting on top of that container. Now I'm going to alter my camera angle, see where I am, and it's not wanting to cooperate with me, so I need to move forward some. Whoa, did I move too far? And now I need to come up. I may bump my gun. If we do, we may see an accident. All right, I'm gonna switch camera angles. All right, maybe this will work a little bit better. All right, we're gonna nose down, back up a little bit. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Told you I got my keyboard in my lap. All right. Oh, we're gonna ease toward it a little bit, and then we're going to back up and try to center hopefully that's center. I'm going to come up a little bit more till I lose it, and then I'm going to come back and get my camera angle. Don't look too shabby for something I'm not used to flying. All right, now when you get about here, you want to stop and reevaluate your current situation and make sure that your angles are pretty good. So about a meter out, and you want to look. See, I didn't realize. I thought I was perfectly lined up, but obviously I'm not. So I'm going to keep holding Alt, and I'm going to ease forward. Now, I hate this camera. It's real twitchy. There, that might be a better angle, and the sun ain't helping me none either. All right. Now, we are pretty close. Unfortunately, I ain't worried about it. All right, now let's ease toward it. All right, I want to back up a little bit because I have a feeling we're not there. All right, and then I want to alter my angle a little bit. So we're less than a meter, or about a meter, I'm guessing, away from it. All these buttons we just created at the bottom down here, number 5, we want to turn number 5 on. That is our docking ring. Now currently ours is white, or did I have it on already? Oh, it's number 6. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Don't have my good glasses. Okay, my docking ring should have been looking like this. I apologize. Somebody probably caught that 5 minutes ago. All right, we're going to turn ours on. So we have white to white, and we're going to start thrusting a little bit closer. Now, there it goes. The magnetics have locked in, and we are locked into the station. Now, we are going to park or dock. Turns green, we're good to go. All right. Now, the ore we just mined, I'm going to show you real quick. We still, let's see here. We're looking in the other one. We want to see it's showing all of ours, but we want to show hide empty. Now, I don't know. Maybe I didn't hook it up right or something. I was looking for our cargo. It may be empty because as soon as we docked, it probably sucked it right out. Tim is notorious for that. But say, for instance, you wanted to eject all of your cargo, because that's why it was empty. All of our cargo got pulled in automatically by Tim, the Taladin's inventory manager. It just grabbed it all and sent it right down to the refineries. But if you don't have Taladin's dragging all your ore out for you, you use number 8 and number 9. Number 8 is collect all. We're going to turn it on, 8, and then you're going to hit number 9. That should throw everything from the yellow cargo container on your ship down to this cargo container on the extreme far right. See where it says 1 by 1 by 1 container vertically? That is it. Now, you're done. That you have successfully mined some more, set up and successfully avoided getting a ton of rock that you don't need right now. You've done all that. So we have success. We can actually leave the ship right now, but I want to go through the undocking procedure. Before you leave this docking ring, though the collect all and the throw out need to be turned off, or the next time you mine something, it's going to go right out that hole right there. So number 8 and number 9 are turned off. Now, if you've got Tim, you like I do, you probably don't even need it. Okay? Well, if you're watching it for the tutorial and to cover how conveyors and sorters and connectors and docking work, this is pretty much it. But I'm going to show you here, to undock, you follow these procedures right here. First you want to do is turn off your parking. Now, you want to turn off your connector. See, it turned back yellow because your magnet is still on. So that is our number 6 key. Now, it turns red. So technically, we aren't docked anymore to the station. Okay? So we want to move away from the station. Make sure you're at least a meter away before you do it. If you are still attached and try to pull away from the station, you can rip your connector off of your ship, or rip the connector off of the station. And if the station is pressurized, it depressurizes and you lose a lot of ice because of that. Okay, well, this ship is now empty, and so much for a toy ship, huh? Okay, speaking of my toy ship, I'm going to pull away. Like I said, if you're watching it just for the tutorial, that part is pretty much over. I may reiterate some more stuff, but I'm just going to drive around real quick. And where in the heck did what did I do in my station? This thing is very light, and it has a lot of thrusters on it that it don't need, which I'm going to be taking all these thrusters off and as soon as it's over, and I'm going to be putting on my new ship as I progress in building it. Like I said, let's see, what did oh yeah, I want to go alt. I want to change my camera angle. All right, guns. I'm going to go across here to some of the mods. Whoa, hello there, you fast little critter, aren't you? All right, like I said, I have a radar mod, and I don't know how to use it. And it also has radars for ships and stations. And I have AZI's weapons pack, and have Oki's weapons, and have and I have Azimuth's, OKI and Azimuth stuff. And Azimuth stuff is wonderful. That's these 1x1x1 thrusters, and as you can see, I'm moving good, and I don't even have an Azimuth modded thing. Now, these 23 millimeter. Oh man, can you imagine how cool those would look on the back of the ship? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop. I mean, that Gatling gun is cool, but those quad 23 millimeters are awesome. They would look really cool back there, and without that big giant armor plate. So if any of you guys are thinking about it, I would love one of these, because I know you guys are awesome. Oh, I hit the gun anyway. Dang it! Hey, this ship does not handle like Big Yellow. Big Yellow is a slug, but Big Yellow is powerful. Now, I'm going to pull this ship back around over here and park it where I had it. Oh, drive it like you stole it. All right. And but since this is a single player survival, this is where I